I'm back. Okay. Y'all not able to see the whole thing, but I'm going to put this screen up behind me because I don't have nothing else that I really want to put up behind me. I don't want to put her behind me. I don't want to put that behind me. That's not going behind me. I don't think I have anything else that I really... Yo, check this out. The sector is compromised. I don't even care about none of that stuff about what's going on behind me and all that other stuff. My thoughts on this is the Wack sector has been compromised. You've got content creators that are moving sideways that got you... Well, I don't know about y'all, but for me... They got me side-eyeing them and all of that stuff and all of that stuff and all of that stuff. Matter of fact, let's do this. Let's give it a Clubhouse theme. Let's take the Clubhouse theme, the Clubhouse room, screenshot from the Clubhouse room and put it as my background. You know why? You know why? Because today we're getting into how this sector is compromised. And I don't give a damn how nobody feel because I'm not shooting at anybody in particular. I'm speaking as in general. Now, there are a lot of solid content creators out here that have not been compromised. However, there's a lot of janky-ish that is going on in these internet streets. And y'all see it too. Y'all see. Y'all be looking at it like I do. You be like, what the hell is going on? What is this? I thought you was solid. Let me explain something to y'all. First of all, let me go put my hootie hoo out to my people so they know what to do. Cause you know I'm over here and it's just me and you. But at the end of the day, I say this and I say this with so much passion, so much feeling, and so much oomph in it. Like, we already know that Wack has compromised people. And for the past, I don't know, 2 weeks, I've been showing y'all how this man has said that he works in phases, right? And you gotta admit, the man breaking down how he works in phases, once you understand that, you start studying how he moves, you start to realize, salute to everybody that is in the chat right now, top of the top, we are on spiked coffee in the morning with that girl, Henny. That's me. For him to move pieces around and the pieces being people around and checkmate mofos, man, listen, anybody still sitting with him? Like, how you still sitting with him? Does he have dirt on you? Are you compromised too? Why would you even... Make sure y'all double tapping the screen. Make sure y'all double tapping the screen. Let's go step by step, shall we? While I put my hootie hoo to my people out. But let's go step by step. So, Loose Cannon, last year, steps out onto the scene with Wack 100. Wack brings Loose to No Jumper. Sends Loose over there to, where did he send him to? Academics. Loose is over there on Academics. Yapping the way that he be yapping. There you go. Yapping the way that he be yapping. And then all of a sudden, we fast forward to this year. And Loose Cannon is sitting in Click Click City with a proffer agreement. The government ain't letting him out. I told y'all 2 months ago. I don't know why people acting like this is new information. 2 months ago, I did the video on Gigi. And how he was putting hands, feet, and kneebos on it. Before I did that video, Street TV had a video that they dropped that showed Loose Coochie Ashley going around the house, turning the lights off as she was filming. And as soon as he got all them damn lights off, what'd he do? Put hands, feet, and kneebos on her. So I've been telling y'all that this man put his hands on women, but he got 2 restraining orders. I also showed y'all the paperwork in that video that showed that he had been charged with domestic violence. That's what that corporal infliction charge is that's in his paperwork. That's a DV charge, in case you don't know, because everybody ain't from California and everybody ain't, you know, everybody ain't privy to knowing what that actually means. Not everybody has had brush-ins and run-ins with stuff like that, okay? So, yeah. And yes, Nebos. He said Nebos is crazy. Here we go. People being weird in the comments. Let me put this phone down before I end up going in on somebody. And I don't mean to. I also have to apologize to everybody. Because, let me explain before I continue my story. A lot of people be coming for me, especially being that I'm a female. So a lot of these dudes be trying to come at me because I'm a girl and feel like, oh, you don't need to be talking about this. So they try to undermine me. So I be on guard. And I need to like pipe down, little mama, because sometimes you be on hots for no reason. Everybody ain't coming for you. But I mean, I know some of y'all names, and I know I can be like very abrupt when I respond and message in comment sections. But I don't mean no harm, especially if you know you somebody that been over here. I don't mean no harm. Anyway, back to the story. So I've been telling y'all that. So now it's exposed. Now all of a sudden everybody want to, oh my God, he was putting his hands on her. If you don't get the hell, I can't curse because it's 6 minutes in. If you don't get the hell out of here when this information been out here. Salute to Detroit street lawyer. Yo, hit me up. Hit me up. Because, you know, we were supposed to chitty chat. Nebos is just another term that we use instead of hands, feet, and nebos. That's because it's in between everything. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's like he been exposed as this person. And this is a person that Wack chose to sit up underneath and guide into these internet streets. Or was he setting him up all along? Was he setting him up all along? I told y'all, SKG, she's a part of this puzzle piece. But then we find out that Wack has been in touch with Dale Morrison, Monsta. Yo, do y'all not see how he's connected to all of these people? And I don't know what goes on in LA, so if you are in LA, please break it down to me how all roads lead back to Wack. All roads lead back to Wack. A lot of people have had run-ins with him. A lot of people have sat up underneath him that have got from underneath him and started streaming and doing stuff on their own. Then there's a lot of people that got from underneath him that went back up underneath him and that he played out when they came back and they're still there. Then there's people that he just don't regard at all. Nobody has ever come up really messing with Wack. Nobody. Blueface was not coming up. And I'm going to keep it so real. I'm going to keep it all the way real. Blueface did not start coming up and start being known. And I don't care. People can get mad at me all they want to. But the T-R-U-E is the T-R-U-T-H. Blueface linked with Krishan. Blueface started going up. Blueface started taking over the internet. After Bust Down, Tatiana, Bust Down, only people on the West Coast knew who he was. And from what I'm understanding, he wasn't even making no noise in them streets. The only time we heard about the game is when he was over there with 50. Hated, I love it, the underdogs on top. And I'm going to shine, homie, until my heart stop. Go ahead, envy me. That's the only time we heard about the game. So all these people, even Blueface with his contract, you still ain't did shit with him because he ain't go nowhere. It took for him to get with Krishan and for their relationship, the craziness of it all, the crazy in love of it all, to get him to blow up to where now he takes over the whole damn, again. Oh, yeah. I got to get in touch with Mud because I don't think Mud can come and talk right now. But Wack 100, remember the dude, Mud, that came up on my channel? Yeah. Remember he made the threat to what? To Mud? Mud ended up getting locked up. But we're going to talk about that another time because I don't know if I could go into the details of the details of it all, but somebody mentioned it in a comment, so I just wanted to throw that out there. Remember, he offered him to come to the boxing match, and all of a sudden, anyway, back to the artist. So you're supposed to be this manager, this broker, because let's quote him right, this broker of deals. Because that's what he said in them transcripts, that he brokers deals between people, but he puts people in holes to where they owe him, and he can just pull them out his pocket whenever he needs them. So it's like, yo, why y'all still dealing with this dude? All these people, why y'all still dealing with him? What has he done for anybody? He's out for self. All of this is out for self. Even him, I don't care how anybody feels about Loose Cannon. I don't like the dude. I don't like the way he carry himself. I don't like the way he talk. I don't like that stupid ass, Sweetie, Sweetie. He sound like he's struggling to comprehend the words that are even coming out of his own mouth at times. Sweetie, you a buster, a sugar plum. It was for his benefit, not for Loose, his benefit. He used them. He used them to go on a press run, just like he used an SKG to be on a press run. Has anybody in any of these rooms gone anywhere except for the one naughty went and got on a show on Tronics? And what the hell happened to Tronics? Ray J rocking with him. Ray J got 2 RICOs with him. Civil RICOs. But he got 2 court cases where these people is coming for M's. Jared Milgram wants $10 million. And Jaron Harrison wants $40 million. That's collectively $50 million that they are asking for in default judgments right now as we speak. You notice how nobody ever asked him about that? Why Adam never asked Wack about them RICO cases on camera? Why Wack ain't never discussed them 2 RICO cases on camera? Adam get everybody else to come up there and talk about stuff, but y'all ain't talking about that. Vlad, why you ain't never asked him about these RICO cases? Civil. But guess what? A lot of the activity within those civil cases can turn into actual cases. So explain to me why y'all not asking him. Is it because he told you you can't ask him? Okay. So some of these other content creators where he frequents or where he be watching y'all, why y'all ain't never ask him about them RICO cases? Why y'all not on his neck about that, about his shit? Because let me tell you something. In Jared Milgram's RICO case, there's extortion, there's bullying, there's alleged police corruption where he has had people. I'm going to show y'all better than I can tell y'all. And if you come in this live and you decide that you want to try to take anything from this live, all that I ask is you give me my credit. Because there be a lot of poaching going on. You think I don't know and you think people don't see, but we know and we see that you come over here, you hear Henny say something, and then all of a sudden you got content, you off and run into the games because you got content for the day, but you don't ever want to say, shout out to that girl Henny. When this where you got it from. I'm just saying, be fair. Be fair and be polite. Be fair. Don't come in my house and leave mud all over the floor. That's all I'm saying. I don't give a damn. But at least say, you know, shout out to that girl, Henny. I was in a live this morning and she said something and I decided to come and do whatever. At least acknowledge where you got it from because it wasn't your own intellectual property. It was mine. But regardless, anyway, back to what I was saying. In Jared Milgram's case, there was a judge. There was police officers. You see it, Nino, right? You've seen it. You've seen it. See what I'm saying? People see. They spilling water down Hennessy. But y'all see it, so y'all know I'm not bugging. So now, there's alleged police corruption in there. And I gotta say alleged for the channel. But it's in the court docs, all right? The fact that Jared got Wack on tape making a threat to him to bully him out of a deal, that should be a charge right there. When you get into Jared Harrison's case, you talking about hacking into people's account information, doing redirecting. I had to get the word out. Redirecting emails, taking his contracts and dispersing them to his competition who have connections to Wack and Ray J. That's a federal offense, ain't it? I could have swore that hacking was a federal offense. I'm just saying. And he keep getting away with it. Okay, I will, Detroit street lawyer. You know, he's got some plug it in. Then when you get down to what I broke down yesterday with the whole Reggie Wright thing, and I played that video for you, and you hear the Fed agent on the phone telling him, salute to Kenya. I'm trying to protect you here. Are you sure you want me to talk? You sure you want me to say something? I'm trying to protect you. And he's exposed as a 137 informant. And him and Wack like this, it is my theory. It is my theory that may have been the gateway in. Now, this is Spiked Coffee in the Morning. Spiked Coffee in the Morning. Y'all come for my free thoughts. Y'all come for what I'm thinking. We do a little bit of content over here sometimes. But this is just me and you politicking. Me and you politicking on the topics. And I'm saying the things that I know y'all are already thinking. No, I don't, Bones. I would never name my son Matt. Not that there's anything wrong with it. But just not one of my kids named Matt. Now, we understand all of that stuff. But now I know y'all are probably like, Henny, why would you say content creators? Let's go there. Wack brags about having spies and a media team and all of that, right? Part of having a media team is having YouTubers as well. You need YouTubers. You need more than one channel to push your narrative. Now that I viewed the video of old girl acting like that, it's like she just placed herself where she was and caused a commotion after viewing Loose Cannon saying that Big U called him 30 minutes before. I smell BS on their part, period. So that includes content creators. We've seen him beef with other content creators. They fall out. They go back. He does them dirty. They stay. They was once part of. Now they not. No offense to anybody. I'm just speaking of how things go. They fall out. They over here. Now they part of the anti-whackers when they was over there being a part of the pro-whacks. And you see him just being comfortable in certain spaces and areas and places. But they supposed to be anti-whack pages. I got a problem with a lot of this. Because I'm seeing some people saying they feel sorry for Monsta. And some people even saying they feel sorry for J Redd. How far are we in the video? We almost 20 minutes in. Let the potty mouth begin. Oh, hold on. What's going on? Who y'all talking about? See, when I see people that don't normally say nothing, say something, something's going on. Since when do we feel bad for people who are accused of being a PDF file? Did people forget that J Redd is on the Megan's Law list? Did people skip over the fact that Monsta had juvenile girls, which means minor girls, on the track selling box? Do you know what comes along with pimping? I've never been pimped. But I've listened to people tell their stories that have been pimped. The physical, the mental, the emotional abuse that goes on, the wear and tear of the body, the beat downs and all of that happens if you don't get what they want you to get. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes, get out there on that track. Yeah. And these are juvenile girls whose minds, their frontal lobes are not developed. Their minds are easily molded. Juvenile girls, and at the time when that charge came in 2024, he was 29 years old. So we just gonna say, oh, he was 29 years old, it's all right? We giving passes to that now? Let me know in the comments. We giving passes to that? Understand, I ain't coming for nobody. I'm just speaking my mind. We're not putting them to the fire for that. We ain't talking about, oh, the dude was 19, the girl was 17, and the parents pressed. We're not talking about that. Because we do understand that sometimes, parents be on their bullshit. The kid will be 19, 20, the daughter's 17. She's still a minor. The parents don't like him, so boom, they hit him with a statutory. We know that. We know the setup things that happened, and and no offense to nobody. We know a black dude lay up and go get caught up with a white girl, and the parents don't like black people, and they caught her over there with the black boy. So now the parents is hitting him with statutory grape charges, sorry. We know that. We know that. We're not talking about that. We're talking about people who made it to Megan's Law list. I read that paperwork about what happened to that woman. Did y'all read that paperwork? Maybe I need to resurface that paperwork read that this woman gave of her going to meet up with dude, and there was 3 dudes there, and they went and they got drunk, and she had consensual sex with one dude, and she in the bed, and J Redd came in there and graped through the back door and all of that stuff on her. Yeah, J Redd. Yeah, we talking about J Redd, and we talking about Monsta. Monsta had juvenile girls on the track. 2 of them when he got arrested in 2014. And J Redd is on Megan's Law. So how the fuck are we what? But guess what? J Redd, Monsta, connected to Wack 100. Is the sector compromised? Are y'all picking up what I'm putting? Is the sector compromised? Have we as people lost our moral values on things? I thought this type of behavior was unacceptable. And anybody that sat with these types of people was unacceptable too. You telling me, how much further is Wack gonna go before people just be like, I'm done with that? Say that again, Cadillac 78. Morals are something that the young generation don't value. I feel you on that, but you know what? We ain't even talking about just the young generation. We talking about people that are our age. What? Compromise for information. He's an Aries, so he knows no boundaries on how to stop the BS. I can't say that because my mama a Aries. I don't mess with the ram. I'm a Sag. Pow! Right with the arrow. Hooves and arrows. It's the age too. It's the old too. Cadillac, me and you the same age. I see. Shamika said Aries men different, Henny. If they like Wack, you could keep that. I ain't never had no Aries man, no none of that stuff. If this is how they move, you could keep them. No offense to any Aries dudes, but I've never dealt with y'all. But y'all representative out here is a bad his nasty work. Y'all gotta do something about that. So you know his line of BS. Okay, word. I'm sad. Sway. Shout out to all the Sages in the building. We the best. We are the best, and we are misunderstood. Because people always forget what they did, but they will always remember what you do. That's like the theme of Sagittarius. Salute to all the fire signs. Okay? Salute to all the fire signs. Aries men, I don't know. I'm just going off of what they telling me and what Wack's showing us. But anyway, you look way better than my olders. So yeah, at the end of the day, it's like, yo, I'm not. Sympathy for Monsta? Nah. You won't ever get that off my platform. I was riding very hard for J Redd, and y'all know that. I was going hard for J Redd. I was one of the content creators out here like, oh yeah, justice for J Redd, da-da-da-da. What they did then was foul, but da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Then that Megan's Law thing came down, and I felt like we got played. I felt like we got put in a trick bag. All of us content creators that are anti-Wack, I felt like we got put in a trick bag. And he played us. And I don't like people playing with me. I haven't been able to shake that. I don't like people playing with me. I have a thing about respect. Don't mess with my intelligence and tell me that what I'm seeing ain't what I'm seeing and you trying to convince me of that. That pissed me off. I feel like Wack pissed on our heads and told us it was raining and motherfuckers believed it. And the reason I put it like that is because all we saw was this video of these two men getting beat down in an alley. And one of them stripped butt naked all the way. We was outraged as we should be. But then we find out that one of the men in that alley is a PDF file. Well, let me not say PDF file, but he damn sure raped a woman. Yeah, justice for, what do you say? Is it Mauricio Maricino? I don't know how to say his name, but that man. Justice for him. That's when I started looking at this sector like, I don't know if I really want to play over here. Too tough. Then this stuff happened with Big U. For 3 years, we watched, maybe even a little longer or shorter, we watched Wack on this Big U tangent. First, he came out on his own, on his own yapping. Then we started watching him bring people in to help amp it up and ramp it up. To this right here. Now, let me tell you something. Monsta caught that narcotics charge back in 2021. They started investigating the Big U enterprise, allegedly, in 2021. And I'm going to tell you why I said Big U enterprise allegedly, because I said this in a live, but I don't know if people grabbed it. In order for them to do a RICO, they have to be able to prove that there is an enterprise. They have to make it an enterprise. So that does not mean that it is necessarily a business on paper. But they have to establish that there is an enterprise in order for them to come with a RICO. So it says an enterprise, and we're reading. An enterprise in a RICO is any group of individuals who associate with each other for a common purpose, whether a formal entity like a business or an informal association, and can be either legitimate or illegitimate. Now that is what the definition of an enterprise in a RICO is. Salute to Dose of Reality. Sean Payne, no. I'm not a part of politics. But salute to you. So now, it's like, are we seeing? I'm questioning, how long has he been working? Did he start working back then? They went after my clubhouse, the Grim Reapers in Illinois. They hit us with a RICO case back in the 90s. Wow. Were you beefing with Wack? I'm sorry. I had to ask that question. That's not funny. You beat it? Salute to you, Michael Moore. Did you beat your RICO? That's a fact, 100 fam, Detroit street lawyer. Y'all double tap the screen to like. The crazy thing about all of this is, I'm looking around the sector, and the sector ain't sector in the way that, you know, too much stuff is sliding. Now, I'm back over here. So I'm curious, right? Because here we go. They said they started that Big U Enterprise RICO in February of 2021. This dude gets arrested on April 28th of 2021. I'm looking in his paperwork. Oh, damn, I'm sorry. Hold on one second. I wanna address this shark bait person. Don't delete his comment. Let him stay for a second. Let me explain something to you, shark bait. I do have snipers in here, and they will bounce you up out of here quicker than a stripper bounce their ass. But I'm going to answer this question for you. What you are asking for someone to do will get their channel what is called shadow banned. I myself am a channel that is under a heavy shadow ban. And I know it. because of the content that I've covered, the things that I've spoken about. You cannot speak on these platforms openly about certain things without suffering consequences. And it only happens to specific people. The way that I dig into stuff, I will get myself in trouble. And I think you should know that. So a channel such as myself, I can't go digging on that. I find everything suspicious that gets done. So much so that when I was in college, they asked us to write, we had to do a report on a criminal organization. I talked about the Alphabet Boys in all forms of it and listed them as a gang in my paper. My paper was fire. I had to fight to get my grade put to a proper status because my grade was an F for doing that. The teacher gave me an F. I had to go to the dean. I had to go all the way up to the dean and get my paper reevaluated to get my proper grade. And my dean told me personally, he was like us, that type of stuff will get me hurt. But that I was so on point. So now you think I'm going to come over here and speak on stuff like that, knowing good and damn well that I will get myself jammed up. Listen, the stuff that I talk about now and the way that I expose things could get me hurt. I know that. Facts, my channel is shadow banned and they told me saying 600 and CS2 back as federal agents is threatening a certain group of people and I just do cartoon version. This is what I'm saying. You a little too aggressive, my man. Do you have a channel speaking on this stuff? And if you do, how's your channel? How's your channel going? My channel been under scrutiny. If you want to be honest, since I exposed that lawsuit with the liquor company and the rap mogul CEO that sued them, I don't even want to say the names. That's what got me jammed up. Why these misogynistic Indian people keep coming up in here? They pissing me off. Bounce that ass out. Throw that ass in a circle. Straight out the door. We're not tolerating that. Back to what we talking about. So yeah, I'm sitting here like, yo, this goes against my morals and principles. I don't rock with the police. I don't. I'm polite. I'm courteous. Because I don't want no smoke. But I'm not sitting down having tea and crumpet with them. I'm having spiked coffee in the morning with y'all, my people. I'm not playing with the police, 600 out there playing in front police stations, doing videos in suits, acting like he's part of the feds, and people eating this shit up. I'm trying to understand where people at that have logical thinking. They not here. Knock, knock. Nobody's home. People just want to be entertained. I saw where Adam, off topic for a second, put up a video yesterday talking about Brick Baby coming home. I read y'all Brick Baby paperwork. And this is how I know my channel shadow banned. Because if my channel goes out, my post goes out to 26,000 people. And you telling me I only got 1.2K views on a video, but 26,000 people have viewed this video. You telling me that only 1.6, 1.2 people watched my video, but here's Adam22 doing a video with a title that counteracts the title of my video that says Brick Baby permanently detained or not coming home, whatever it is. That tells me, Adam, you see my channel. That tells me that no jumper sees my channel. Me and you was both on it. Sorry, uniquely. I was like, boop. So that goes back to that shadow ban thing. And let me tell you something. There's some people channels that you can't get taken down. No matter what you do, they're not going nowhere. Now back to what we was talking about. This ain't Clubhouse. I'm not in Clubhouse. What Clubhouse room is this from? This is a screenshot from a 100 ENT room. Because we talking about this Wack sector and all of that stuff. And how it's compromised. And see, the thing is, like I said to y'all yesterday, we gave them their clout. We gave them their clout. We give them their traction and their algorithm. And we created their sector. Salute to you, Don Q. Welcome, welcome. Please be sure to double tap that screen, guys. This is where I'm going with it. Cadillac. He said, unfortunately, well, he's responding to Gold Digger, even though we want the truth may be more effed up than what you think. As this thing starts unraveling, because now people are yapping and all of that, it's about to get real nasty outside. It's a lot more exposing that's going to happen. It's a lot more stuff that's going to happen. And when it starts coming out and shit start hitting the fan, I want y'all to remember this spiked coffee in the morning conversation that we having right here. I want y'all to remember that. Now, I'm going to give y'all a little history into Wack and how diabolical he is and how it got me to thinking about these content creators, some of them being compromised, because you don't know who's working for them. That's why I'm saying this. You don't know who's working with them. You don't know who's running fake beefs and fake plays, and you don't know none of that stuff until it comes out later. And then you'll be like, oh, shoot. And I'm going to tell you why I say that. Krishan. Y'all know I'm part of that sector. When Krishan got locked up and Blueface got locked up, people boom, I got him. Boom. There were people, Wack, out here spinning narratives. He's very tight with people in Blueface's camp. They start reaching out to other blog pages that are anti-Krishan, feeding them false narratives and having them push these false narratives in masses, in droves. If you part of the Krishan sector or you've been following Krishan and Blueface, drop your Henny glasses in this chat because y'all know what I'm talking about. So much so that the hate train narratives made it into mainstream social media. And when I say mainstream social media, I mean mainstream social media. For those of y'all that don't know, do y'all not find it suspicious that every time, for a long period of time, every time Vlad sat down with somebody, he's asking them about Krishan, Blueface, Krishan's kid, like they asking these questions of people that wouldn't even be connected to their story, what they think about it, and pushing narratives that y'all done seen on Twitter, on Vlad? That's whack handiwork. And this is why I said this runs way deeper than y'all realize. This man is deep in this algorithm, whether you want to realize it or not. Here's the real problem. You don't know which content creators are being paid to add to the problem. Boom. Boom. So now I ask you, for all of those people that like to come for me, when you start saying, I don't know what I'm talking about, if I could tell you about what he doing in this sector, and then y'all over here in this whack sector, in the street, hip-hop gossip, hip-hop culture, urban sector, and y'all see the virus that he is over here. Now do you understand? I'm watching him work. This nasty work. This is nasty work. And like I said, it's about to get nastier outside. CS2 said he has a couple of people that work at YouTube. That's a fact. That's a fact. He got a couple people that work at IG too. Mm-hmm. You don't find it suspicious that some people get views but they don't get subscribers, and other people will get subscribers but don't get views? You don't find that suspicious when he's told us he got plugs into everywhere? You can't say that you don't believe that he got plugs into everywhere, because check this out. I'm about to take y'all on a small little trip to remind y'all. Before the J Redd incident, the no jumper incident in the alleyway, we knew nothing about Dosh Network. And I'm going to speak for the mass of us that knew nothing about Dosh Network. We start hearing about Dosh Network. You go over there to go see what's going on. You find out that, boom, Wack been over there. Birdman been over there. Guess where else he's been? To Zeus. Birdman been over at Zeus. Wack been over at Zeus. But let me tell you the funny thing about that. How he even got in bed with Zeus was through Blueface, and Blueface got in there through the deal of them working with Krishan, wanting to get her on baddies. So once they got her on baddies, they then decided they wanted to give Blueface and Krishan their deal. Wack said Lemmy called him. He told Lemmy to give him 20K, 20 bands, and he'll let Blueface do it, and he's out the picture. Let me give him the 20 bands. Blueface and Krishan do their business. They blow up. Wack ain't got no part in that money, but Wack got a relationship with Lemmy. So he got his hands in the reality TV sector. So why would it be so hard for people to believe that he got his hands in these social media sites? Let that linger in the air for a second. I've always said to y'all, he takes a little bit of truth, mixes it with some bullshit, and serves you shit water. There'd be a little bit of truth in the shit that he say. The percentage of truth varies, but there's always going to be some bullshit in it. And you know he getting ready to lie when he start clicking his dentures. So now I say to you, again, we're going to go back to the question that's on the thumbnail. Is it so hard to believe? Is this sector compromised? Yes, I said clicking his dentures because that's what it sounds like. It sounds just like when my grandpa had his dentures. They click. He always chewing on something and breathing heavy. Like, how can y'all sit on Clubhouse and listen to him for hours? Ugh. Why are you? Because you're here. Double tap the screen or be quiet. Like, what are we doing? Did you pay the toll to even be able to speak in my comment section? Did you double tap the screen? Anyway, back to what we was talking about. Keep spiking my coffee with the truth, Henny. Many blessings. Thank you very much for the super chat, Drew V. I'm really contemplating if I even want to be a part of this sector. Now, I slept on it because yesterday I said, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. When people started saying, oh, that's messed up, Monsta this, and oh, this, and J Redd that, and what? Oh, no. If that's what we about to be on, I definitely don't want no type of dealings with it. They have low clicks per minute. I agree with you, Thirsty Third. They do. They do. Honestly, I'm tired of paying attention to the venom, the poison of this world. There's a Wack 100 lover in here. Of course, they're always, that's another thing. Wack won't come here, but he will send his people here. So don't ever get it twisted. Because a lot of people be like, yo, Wack won't say your name. Wack won't say your name. Wack won't say your name. He not going to say my name, but he got people that be spying on my page. I, not too long ago, chased Beast up off my page. So now he probably watched from the bushes, but he was trolling in my comment section. And then I did a video on him, and I told him, I done already told you, you don't want me to really come out and start blaming you, sir. You think your wife felt the way the last time, and why your wife watching me? Is your wife part of the Henny gang? Or is she helping you spy on my page? Bullets Gotti's been over here in my comment section. And then you get the other little low-hanging minions that come over here that you don't really know are a part of the 100 side because they ain't part of the people that really be speaking up on them stages, but they part of the 100 side and they come over here. Yeah, them people, they go back and tell him, Henny over there talking about you again. Henny done said this. So he knows who Henny is. Wack can't stand me. And I don't care. I don't care. Keep not standing me. But as a person who strives to vibe high, keep my vibrations high, this is low vibrational. That's a fact, Corrupt Seed. I'm quite sure Kim hates him. Just like Gigi hates Luce. Or hates Ashley. Tremaine Ashley. I'm really contemplating that. So now, with all the people that's in here right now, that are loyal, dedicated people that be coming over to the Henny Gang, I'll keep doing my spiked coffee conversations. I'll keep talking about them, but I'm not about to make a whole lot. That's the possibility, Thirsty Third. I ain't even gonna say nothing. I ain't even really get into Kim the way I wanted to get into Kim. Salute to Fam West in here. Lou sitting in hub fed playing PlayStation. Yeah. Yeah, he's over there at the luxury box. Okay? He done snitched. And people started saying he was having Burger King and pizza. I'm not even going to hold you. I said in my head, thank you for the Cash App. I said in my head, he's snitching. They only feed snitches good. You gonna give us, what do you want? And what you want first? You want a cigarette? You want a this? You want a that? I want some Burger King and some pizza. And that's what they went and got him. Thank you, Mystique. It's a heavy burden and it's bound to get through the armor. Sometimes because you care, you're genuine. I appreciate you. And I've read countless comments from people who feel the same. I know you guys do, but at the same time, it's like, I don't want to keep feeding y'all poison either. So now, if I switch trajectories, I need y'all to pivot with me. Because I can't leave this topic alone because I've already started on this journey. But at the same time, I can't give this much energy to this. This is nasty work. This is a bad example for the youngins. I'm not a person that was raised under whatever morals, scruples, values, disvalues, whatever the hell it is that Wack and all the people that cleave to him and vibrate towards him. I don't have that same frequency built in me. I'm not saying I'm better than, I'm not saying I got it all figured out. I'm not saying that I've never gotten myself into some situations. What I'm saying to you is, first of all, I'm a female that had a daddy in her life, regardless to what his history was and all of that stuff. The one thing that me and my brothers can say is that our father loved us so much. We meant the world to him. He just had his own issues. My dad was present as he could be in my life. So I move a little differently than some of these girls that have serious daddy issues that would vibrate towards a man like that. That's what I'm saying. These women in here, salute to the Henny gang. We don't vibe on that frequency where we even find Wack the least amount attractive. Or somebody that we would want to be ahead. Because see, that's the thing. When you are following behind somebody the way these people seem to be brainwashed and sitting in a trance, a cult-like trance, there gotta be something missing in your life for you to be able to sit and have the back of somebody who is like that. To even want to defend somebody who moves like that. To even try to rationalize the bullshit that gets pumped out and fed out into the bloodstream of the algorithm and into the eye and ear gates of the youth. And some of these older people too. Because a lot of older people, they still desperately seeking something in their life, acceptance, wanting to be a part of. Some of them choose to be over there because they feel like it's better to be in over there dealing with that shit than to come over here and not be. People feel like sitting with him is giving them clout. The only people that have gotten clout off of him, let's think about it. Loose Cannon, because he was an agent of Wack 100s. SKG, because she was an agent of Wack 100s. R&B, because that's the chick that's laying up with him. 600, because that's the mouthpiece that says things when Wack don't want to say things because he don't want his name in the mix of it. So he got his mouthpiece out here saying it. And then there's the few that get clout because they run rooms on Clubhouse so people know their names. The people that go up on stage with him. But I'm talking about people that we could easily, bang, go after in these internet streets. Now, Kim, let me say this. I mean, no disrespect when I say this. Kim got with Wack when she was young. So all that time that Kim was with Wack, she was with him. And when you love somebody, you overlook things. When you have kids with somebody, you overlook things. When Wack first came on Clubhouse, Back when you had to be invited to get on Clubhouse, yeah, I was on Clubhouse then. He wasn't like this. He started getting like this to become who he is right now. But he wasn't like this in the beginning when he first came on, because I used to be in the 100 ENT room listening to him. When he first started his room on Clubhouse, I used to be in there listening to him. Then I got off of Clubhouse and wasn't on there for years. But Kim was with him. That's the difference. R&B got with him in this stage. You talk about all of this a queen and a woman does, and this what your man do? A true queen would never lay down with a sucker. A true queen would never lay down with a man that has declared war on his community with venomous, poisonous ways, actions, thoughts, and verbiage. She may have done a lot of healing for herself, but there's still a daddy issue there. I said it. I said it. Respectfully. Respectfully. Everything that looks good ain't always good, and every dollar is not a good dollar. And for me, Wack was one of my first viral videos, like big viral, like 26,000 people watched that, if I'm not mistaken. But I've had 10,000, 8,000, 7,000 views on videos. So he's brought me in some nice little coin. But all money ain't good money. And so while I'll continue to discuss Wack and still, you know, expose the exposer, ETE all day, salute to Smoked Out TV, I ain't gonna dedicate, unless I absolutely have to, videos to him like that no more. I'm gonna get my last few out and then I'm moving on to a different trajectory. I'm still gonna be in my hood stuff. Oh yeah, I'm gonna still be in my hood stuff and covering that stuff. There's a lot of other content out there that's not getting attention from me that my viewers want to see. I'm quite sure y'all would have loved to see what Henny got to say about Jim Jones and Cameron. Or even this Hassan Campbell, Mano Zip stuff that happened. This 50 Cent Little Meech stuff and Tariq St. Patrick. Because I can't think of his, Michael Rainey Jr. and Little Meech going at it. Y'all would have liked to hear about that. I never finished my Tammy Cohen series. Drop a 1 in the chat if y'all want me to finish the Tammy Cohen series that I was doing, because I stopped at Detective Keith Cromer, but I never talked about other things, other stuff that was going on within that section of it, and it was a good story. I was watching it myself. I was like, damn, that was a good story, Henny. Why you stop? Because I went back to the Wack shit. I'm seeing some ones going up. I'm seeing a couple ones. Cassandra Cameron always. Right, but I could be talking about some of that stuff. Because y'all like when I do the court doc reads, but y'all like when I'm actually breaking down content too. So it's like I've already put myself in a lane of versatility, and I know that, and I boxed myself in. The Mo3 story is hot right now. I did a story on Mo3 and Yellow Beezy, introducing them into the timeline. But I'm going to keep up with that too. I didn't give an update on that. I got some K-Flock stuff that I've never covered, but I need to introduce him into the timeline over here at the bar and start talking about that. I got another big piece that I'm getting ready to work on. I've already done panels. I done did lives like this where it's just me talking and no content. I done did content reviews, court docs. What you want from me? What you want? I got it. I got it. And I've done panels. I don't know if I said panels. And I've done panels. So I've already cracked into all the different stuff in YouTube that you can do. So if I'm operating and functioning on multi-levels of YouTube, why am I boxing myself into one space? To one piece of venom? I could literally go back into my archives, create a Wack 100 playlist, and hit play on that bitch and let it stream all day long. For all the content. Y'all will get to see when I first started reading court docs and I was fumbling and a little nervous and all of that. Y'all would get to see all of that. As a matter of fact, I might do that. Create a whole playlist and just bang, put it up on play and just let it run. So y'all can see everything that I've done on him. Because I've been doing this. Little Baby in the hot seat. You spoke on it before as well. Right, I got to get into Little Baby. Little Baby might be getting a RICO. So yeah, let's talk about it. There's other things that I could do. Look at what I could do. But anyway, I just thought I'd give y'all that news and come give y'all spiked coffee in the morning. I appreciate y'all rocking out with me. What? It's one hole. Salute, smoked out. I'm sure you have miles of videos of Wack. Yeah, that's a fact. I do. Anywho, all right, y'all, that's going to do it. Y'all know what I always say when you vibe high. Vibe high so that the bullshit don't stick. Love is always love, y'all. And I'll see y'all in the next video. And I will definitely see y'all for spiked coffee in the morning with that girl Henny tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace, y'all. There's no outro.